Welcome, everyone, to Picture Truth Productions podcast. Productions. I'm your host, one of your hosts, Mr. Vibrant. Always vibing. Producer, artist, engineer, beautiful, near, cat father, cat mother,
Catwoman,
mother king, queen. I have here next to me, I have Mr. Matic, Matic, automatic, cinematic, mathematics. He can do backflips on top of your static.
I wasn't expecting that one. That one was good.
Yeah, right? How you doing, man? How you doing today?
I'm doing good, but I'm glad that we're here. Took a minute to set up shop. We're just trying to figure out everything. The
Freaking angles and shit, bro. Yeah.
So right now we got something a little bit different. We're inside of the studio, so got our computers pulled up because we're using our own phones just to film, get good angles for you guys when we're cutting up and chopping this up.
Yeah, you already know.
But we got our questions. That's why we got our computers here. Where probably this one's not gonna be that long. Probably be like about an hour, 30 minutes or 40 minutes.
30 minutes, to be honest. Yeah, I don't have a lot of questions today.
I have just 3. Well, we could talk about shows too, because right now I'm watching 2 shows.
True.
I'm actually type that right now.
I'm watching. I'm watching this one show.
I got 2.
All right, cool. So you want to ask your question first?
Rock, paper, scissors.
All right, let's do that.
All right.
Segments.
All right,
we're creating
wait.
segments.
Rock, paper, scissors is 1, 2, 3, or 1, 2, 3, go.
1, 2, 3.
Okay, 1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
Fuck.
2,
3. Okay, you won.
Okay. All right.
What the fuck? We're like getting the same shit.
That's how you know we're in sync.
Yeah, connected. No cables needed. Bluetooth, baby. There you go.
All right. So, given the recent month, it's been a lot. A lot's happened in September.
Yeah.
A lot of shit. For example, this guy performed. Wait, you performed in September? No, you didn't.
It was August, but
it was August. But we didn't speak about it then.
But we filmed on July, and we dropped it on August. That's why. So it's been 2 months actually.
2 months. So we got a lot to catch you up on. So Matic performed at Unseen Creatures. It was an experience. Yes. I'm sorry. It was
making sure that we got the angles because he has this camera, right? So I have this camera right here. So we're just trying to make sure that we all get the angles, and we got 3 cameras. So we got the one in the middle, we got the personal one, and then I got the personal one right here.
So this man performed on what day was it that it fell on?
It was a Tuesday, August
18? No,
no,
that was your birthday.
No, but it was close to. It was August 3rd. Actually, August 13th.
13?
I think it was a Tuesday, August.
Hang on, let me pull up my calendar. It was August performance. Did I write it down on my calendar?
It had to be literally August 13th, probably.
Because it was a Tuesday.
Yes.
Yes, it was, because I closed that day too. Yep.
Yeah, I remember.
And I got out later. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this guy performed. We filmed it. Should be on my channel, I think.
Yeah, so I also put it on my channel. So if you haven't checked it, check it.
Check out his channel. What's the name of your channel?
Matic.
Let's put it underneath here somewhere, like right here.
Check it.
We'll put the
right here if you see
handle,
or just go right down, swipe, check it.
Yeah, whatever you're watching from.
Exactly.
The description. So I was thinking, what's your process for prepping music for release and promotion? Like, what's your ritual?
So I think that for my ritual for music releasing and stuff like that, actually, funny enough, I think I have a question somewhat like that. But for promotion and releasing, I think that obviously I send it to you first. Once I finish it, I try to obviously, from when we started, I think, January, from the beginning of the year, I think the original process was I had to send it to you and then you would do everything else. But right now I've been trying to like get it as clean as possible so you can just go ahead and I guess put the wax on and make it look shiny. You get me? Type shit. So I think that's, there you go. So I think that's my process first when making sure that, it's fully ready. And then when it's, time to sell it, the product, I guess, to release it, I think, obviously, I always think 2 pieces of content minimum. And I've been stressing that for a minute already. I think at the beginning was very difficult for me to come up with content. And then as soon as I realized that you can just make content anywhere and like really just, like there was a video that I did for Cerberus. I literally put the phone on top of the door frame and like I just put it like that and I'm like, all right, fuck it, I think it looks cool, and then I figure out how to, and the one that I'm like, I'm here and then you see me in the back also. So I figure out how to do that on CapCut. Obviously it's multiple takes. It's multiple takes that I do.
Excuse me.
Multiple takes that I do and shit. So I had to do like, you basically do 1 take here. So talking about the grids, because obviously the camera has grids and all that. So I figured that out. Complicated, cinematic.
Matic.
So that was, I guess that's the process that I go through. But other than that, I mean, I kind of don't stress it as much. I want to promote, create, and concentrate a little bit more on the promoting side, because I feel like that's, how we were talking about that not that we're lacking, but something that there's obviously room for improvement with everything going on, and there's so much shit going on, that people just make, and then you obviously you want to stand out, B, you don't want to be doing what everybody's doing, and I think everybody's just trapped right now in the sense of release content. Like nobody's like, I don't know. I feel like you kind of have to stay active, but at the same time, don't have to stay active. Because I've seen a lot of people that when they pop off, they show off, and then they disappear, and then they come back again.
That's true. Yeah.
But then also that you lack that. When you do that, if you don't have a proper fan base, or if you don't have a fan base at all, you can quickly disappear, because a week or a month without being active in social media is like horrible.
10 years.
Yeah, and it's the same thing with
you
like
don't exist.
when people like, for example, somebody stops coming to the studio. You know what I mean? It's like when they come back, it's like that. Where's that energy at?
Right.
And it's like you haven't been to the gym in a month.
Or it's like not going to the gym. I haven't gone to the gym in like 5 months. Almost.
Right. So probably the way that you were doing before, you were not going to be able to do it right now. So that's the consistency is the key, and obviously, but I guess
it's the muscle.
Yeah, the muscle, the repetitions, and I think it doesn't matter. Like people that go to the gym, for myself, I've seen like I have the body that I have right now thanks to the amount of times that I've done it without stopping. And there's been intervals of time that I stopped. I've been on and off.
You made sure to come back.
But I made sure to come back. The consistency is there, and the cycle just, I fell off 2 days, but then I'm coming back 5 days. Fell off 4 days, all right, I'm coming back 7 days. So it's always like a back and forth, pull, push, pull, push. So I think it's the same thing with social media, and I think it's the same thing with, just creating music, because I feel like that's also actually one of my questions too, that I feel like, you go through these, I don't know about you, but that's how I feel like. Yeah, and then this week I was writing to like 5 different beats, and I was writing, but I didn't feel confident in none of the things that I was writing. Like, I loved it. I want to record something right now. Right. You know what I mean? So, well, how about you? What do you think about your process?
Well, I suck at fucking promoting my shit.
I mean, trust me, we all suck.
Yeah. So I have ideas, but I just never know how to like realize them. If that makes sense, because
like you don't know how to puzzle them together.
Yeah, exactly. Because like I told you that idea the other day of you rapping one of my verses.
Oh yeah, for Blow, I think you said.
Yeah, not for Blow, for Stuck in a Loop.
Yes.
So that's one of the ideas, but like they come and go. They're like stuff that I try to come out with, and I'm just like fuck, like.
Since you can't do it in the moment.
Right, also. I'll just forget about it. Because what if I got it at work and then I get off at like super late at night and I can't do it because it's too dark, And
then you're like, tomorrow I'll do it, and then you forget about it.
Exactly. And then life just be lifing, so.
Yeah, I know. I think one of the things that's helping too is like just write it or like that's why sometimes I
Yeah.
call you and I'm like, yo, like this, so that way I tell
It's
you
like-
that idea, and that way I don't forget. And if you liked it enough, then you also
We also execute.
you're like, hey,
execute,
last time we
right.
talked about this, you know. So
Yeah. So as far as with release and stuff and prepping music, like, I mean, I'm the back end, you know. that's my main focus at this point. Like, I try to focus on Matic's creation and his vision on his music and stuff, and you know, sometimes that puts my stuff behind on the back burner, but I don't care. You know, it's like it'll come when it comes. You know, for me, I don't stress about it.
the important thing is also that I thought about this the other day is like, you know, yeah, you may not be releasing, but you're here making music. You know,
Yeah,
and then
we're
sometimes,
still-
obviously, yeah, you're making music. It's not like you're losing it. You keep that consistency on.
Yeah, I'm still here.
Exactly. And then also, which is what I was saying, I was giving him the example of how J-Rock, which I read this, that I think Kendrick was talking about J-Rock and how J-Rock went out of his way when TDE was being built up and stuff. You know, so J-Rock, Absol, Schoolboy Q, and Kendrick. And J-Rock was the first, you know, first man in command in the sense of like he went out and took all the punches because he wanted to learn, and then he was the one like coming out and doing all these things and whatever. And then that information and those errors progressed and were transcended through all the other peers. Obviously, like, you know, Schoolboy Q, and they saw that like, oh, this man is doing this, is performing this. Oh, but he fell off here. Let me just try to learn from this. So I think like by you viewing also the errors, and not only errors but statistics, and be like, all right, you know, he put this song out. What type of sound is this? It's like, that's all right. It sounded good. I think it sounded great. But what do the people say?
Yeah.
How does it
trying to
sound
see-
when you put it out? You know, and
Yeah.
let's revise and do a game plan, which
Do
is
people
why.
fuck with the product or not? Yeah.
Correct. Like, what's it missing? You know, is it more promoting? Is it, you know, is the quality of the sound? Do we need to sit back and, you know, rearrange the rhyme schemes or stuff? You know, stuff like that in the back end. Basically, it's just important.
Because I feel like even if you have all the money in the world to promote your shit, if you have a bad product, people aren't gonna fuck with it. They're just not gonna listen to it.
Yeah.
Look at freaking all these industry plants, quote unquote, like the Ice Spice fell off completely. Like,
yeah, I mean,
I haven't heard from her in like months.
They come up, but like I think one person that I'm not saying that he's an industry plan or whatever, but for example, Post Malone, and when he was coming up, he was doing a certain sound that was equal to what was going on at that moment.
Yeah.
And then he went ahead and changed his sound. Sounded great, but then it sounded repetitive. And I remember Gabriel telling me like, bro, like he has to change that sound or else he's gonna fall. And I'm like, and then he did, and then he kind of recreated himself, and now he's doing country, which I'm not saying that it sounds bad or whatever. I sometimes, you know, I like it. It sounds good, and I don't think he's like, you know, Adele or whatever.
He's still a great singer though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
No matter
So he kind of like reinvented himself onto it. And his image, because he's like, all right, you know, I think I need to do something different. You know, I need to switch up. And I think that's very honorable and very mature of a person to recognize that, I need to sit back, analyze my pieces, and see where I'm going to move.
Right.
So I think that's a big thing.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, don't be afraid to branch out, you know, genres, you know?
Yeah, man, I don't think, I like Logic's album, Supermarket. I think that was a good album.
Yeah.
And then he was singing and all that. You know, I'm not saying that he's fucking Ray Charles or whatever, but, you know, he sounded good.
He sounded good, though.
And then he learned how to play the guitar, which was awesome. You know, I thought that was different. And that's the same thing with Mac Miller. When Mac Miller put out the Divine Feminine or
Swimming was completely
was amazing.
different from everything else.
Exactly. And then people obviously were not expecting, but if they fuck with you, that's the importance of building a fan base too, and also having people that no matter what, they'll support you and they're interested on your sound and what you're talking about. That's the importance of that.
Probably one of the best albums ever made.
Yeah. That and Divine Feminine I like, and Circles too.
Yeah. I didn't finish Circles though.
No?
I'm not big on listening to art, to like music that's after they die, you know. I don't know, that's just kind of like,
I get you.
I don't want to say disrespectful, but like,
I mean, he was working on it though.
Yeah, like if it was done, then like I think the Pop Smoke album was like pretty much done when they dropped it. So like, yeah, of course that makes sense, but yeah, I don't know, it's just weird.
Yeah, it is weird.
Like
even when I listen to it, it makes me feel that he's still alive for some reason.
Yeah.
When I listen to it, like when I listen to stuff, it makes me feel like he's still alive, and I remember he's dead, and I'm like, bro.
Yeah.
What the fuck, you know?
Like, how would you feel? Okay, that'll be my next question. Then, how would you feel if you died, and then they just put out all your shit, like, do you, like, is that something that, because like you don't have any more control over whatever they put out for you.
I think one thing that I would put in my will. Obviously, I didn't think about this. I just thought about it right now. So it's not like I'm saying, you know.
Yeah, he's not. No.
I'm not like this is not premeditated. This is like on the spot. I think one thing that I will put is that for me, for whoever takes care of my state or whatever my legacy, it'll be to release songs constantly as much as possible. You know, release songs not constantly as much as possible, but release them in a way that makes me makes the people feel like I'm still around. I don't know if that makes sense. You know what I mean? Like, let's say
have a schedule to be like,
like, okay, every year there's 3 songs dropping, and I have like 100 songs. Be like, all right, cool.
Yeah, there's that movie. Did you watch Ready Player One?
Yeah.
The guy that created the whole world, he was like, "Oh, I left an Easter egg for you guys."
Oh
like,
yeah,
when
he
died,
died. Passed
he
away.
was dead, but he's like, "I left you guys." Like,
and there was a bunch of shit.
Figure it out. Yeah.
He was still. It made it look like he was still alive.
Right.
So like one thing also that
would be cool. Like leaving like Easter eggs in your songs and shit.
Was Prince has like a vault. Crazy.
That's
vault
literally I was gonna mention that.
Yeah, I saw a video yesterday about him because I think we talked about this. And he's saying that he has a shit ton of songs. So I think
a literal vault. Yeah.
I think that'll be cool. If songs were like, you know, obviously it's been years since, how many years? Like 4 years, I think.
Since he died?
Yeah. Or 7.
I think he died 2017 or something like that. 2018.
Maybe.
Let me see.
Hold
on, we have access to the internet, people.
Yeah.
When did
Prince died?
2016.
2016. All right, so it's been a good 8 years.
8 years, yeah.
So like, I feel like, yeah, man, that shit feels like 2 years ago.
Hey, bro, what?
But then, you know, like, if you really see it, what if they could, if they have this vault, what if they release 1 song a year? He can still be releasing songs all the way to like 2045. You know, imagine that. If he released just one song.
If he...
One song, and imagine
if he had really set it up, then he probably could have dropped an album a year and still have like a good 15, 20 years.
Put like an album
of music.
Yeah, 6 songs. What, 7?
Yeah,
some shit like
7, 8, 9, whatever.
Something short, sweet. Just give it out and take it. I think that would be a good idea.
Yeah, because Prince was crazy. Fucking that work ethic he had, bro, was insane.
I think like he may have, you know, at some point. I'm not saying shit, but
he made thousands of hours probably of music.
Like, I think something fucking possessed him or some shit. I don't know. People say that shit because it's like they I was listening to.
All right, let's go to the studio.
yeah, exactly. Like that's how people were saying. Like it was like music was just being poured to him, like, you know, like just fucking pouring gasoline.
Like water. Yeah,
bro. And it's like fucking
infinite
crazy.
well type shit.
And the fact that he was like, he like the process was he would start with a drum loop, some shit like that, and then he would start playing the guitar, and then he'll play the guitar, and then finish with the guitar, then he'll go to the piano, and then he'll finish the piano, and then boom, and then he'll go and make, and then he'll mix his shit.
Damn.
And he'll mix his shit. He was used to mix his shit.
Up.
And then after he mixed his shit, he will go out, make another one, and then make another one, and then he'll have a show. He'll go to the show.
And then he'll have the song already ready in his head, like, all right, this is what I want to do.
That was crazy. And then he also said something else he's like, the first take, he will keep it. Because he said, like, even though he made mistakes on the first take, the energy was there, and people will understand.
Yeah.
And I think that's very important.
Yeah.
Too.
Yeah, because I feel like when I first, there's this song I was making with Doja.
Okay.
We were at the studio with him, and I just hopped in the booth and did whatever that came to mind. And I've tried to write after that, and I couldn't.
It just was in the moment.
Just in the moment, I had to finish that song that day, because if not, now I have nothing. So like now I have to go back to the drawing board, maybe get something else. Like that's something that I do hate, because also like how we were working with Liza. She like when we did the remix, she was like, oh, like it doesn't sound the same like in my head. It's the same. It's kind of the same concept. Like
it doesn't sound the same as I expected it, or does I
right, because you already expected it to sound a different way already.
And you are kind of like fuck yourself over by thinking like that too.
Right.
Because like one thing for me is like if I can listen to a beat I'm about to go to sleep, and I'm listening. I'm making a beat, made a beat, and I'm like, yo, this is amazing, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And then I have the idea. I go to sleep because I gotta go to sleep, and then I wake
Mm-hmm.
up the next day, listen to the beat, and I'm like, yo, where the
How
fuck was
was the
this?
flow?
Like,
Yeah, how was the flow again?
what was
Or
this?
what was
Yeah,
that? What
and then
like?
you don't go back to the beat ever again. Yeah, because you thought I once, but that's the important thing of remember. Like at some point, you thought this was good.
Right.
You gotta like go back and retrace your steps, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
So,
You got another question?
yeah, I was like, well, right now, actually, dealing with comparisons. How do you cope with them? Because that's something that I had.
Yes. Yeah. I do sometimes fall into that. Just cause, well, mainly because as artists, like it's just competition.
There's a natural
It's a
competition.
natural competition no matter what. Like you want to be the best at what you can do. So like when I hear beats or when I hear like an artist do their thing, like I'm like, okay, how can I make my stuff sound better than them? Or I'll straight up probably hate on them. I'll be like,
Which
man, fuck
happens.
y'all.
Which happens. Which happens.
But it's like also like me just being admirable.
Bless you.
Being like, I'm admiring what they're doing, but it's like, I don't know. Sometimes I fall into days where I'm like, I should probably make something today. But then that little thing in the back of my head is like, the other guy's probably making something right now. You gotta make something.
Yeah, you gotta fucking step it up.
So like, I'll be like, all right, fuck, fine.
That also works as motivation too. So.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like, depends. But yeah, sometimes it'll stop me because I'm like, oh, but this part, it's like a double-edged sword. Like I'm like, oh,
this doesn't sound like this, so the fuck.
Yeah, right. What am I doing wrong?
Mm-hmm. And then you get frustrated with that.
And then I'll just close my laptop, walk away, watch some TV or some shit.
Literally.
And then like won't come back to it for like another 2 to 3 days or some shit.
That's literally me.
Yeah, I'm like, fuck. But yeah, I mean, comparison is I think it's also just in life in general. Like you compare yourself to people that are ahead in life, Like I had recently applied for assistant manager, and bro, I was literally the top 2 of the contestants of like the people interviewing. I didn't end up getting it, and I was like, that guy did something that I didn't, So
or he had something that you didn't.
Exactly.
Even so it goes even as deeper as like when people were cheating wise too. Even in that aspect too.
Yeah, exactly.
What did he had?
Yeah, exactly.
And then you come to find out that they didn't have anything. You know what I mean? Like I don't know if that makes sense because you kind of like them putting the blame as if what are you lacking or what are you missing? So same thing with music. You're like, oh, why does my sound doesn't sound like why does my sound so different than them? What do they have? And it's like they don't have anything. They just have themselves.
Right.
And you have your own sound too.
And they're probably going through the same shit.
Correct.
They're probably thinking that same thing.
Funny enough, I'm not trying to put my business out with Renee or whatever, but shout out to Renee. He was telling me like, bro, like I find myself sometimes comparing myself to you because I wish I had your work ethic. And I'm like, dude, how are you comparing yourself to me when I'm comparing myself to you? Like, you get me? Like, and you see how funny that conversation was, bro? I was literally like
that's funny.
I was sitting down on my laptop, I'm listening to the message, and I'm like, bro, this motherfucker.
Yeah, because, bro, Renee be on his shit, bro.
Yeah, bro.
He's on his shit.
It's not a person that you would think that is like that.
Through that.
But then he probably has the same perception from me.
Probably thinking, he's doing more than me.
He's working, he's not thinking about that. He's like, bro, I'm thinking about that 24/7, my bro. And it's like, that shit's on my head.
Damn, that's why.
You see you see that realization that you're like, damn, so why am I even thinking about this shit? But it's normal, because I feel like it's fucking normal.
The human condition, bro. That's
bro. Comparison is, I told him, comparison is the death of
happiness.
Of happiness and creativity.
Of creativity, yeah. Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah, bro.
Don't compare yourself. You are you.
Yeah.
That's the reality.
That's why you sound different.
That's why, yeah.
Because that's why your shit doesn't sound like that because you're different.
Because you are bringing whatever you bring into the table.
Exactly.
No matter what.
Exactly, bro.
So you got to just remind yourself of that. I think that's the most important thing.
And be proud of that. Too.
Mhm.
The fact that you don't sound, that you will never sound, the fact that you will never sound like Kendrick or Dr. Dre
Mhm.
or Tupac or Biggie
Mhm.
is a fucking blessing. Because if you did, you'll be
Because
under
even
that.
J. Cole, when he first started, he sounded like Eminem.
Somewhat, yeah.
Yeah. He like when he's first started rapping, like he sounded like Eminem. But then
Exactly.
he was like, I need to get out of that.
That shell.
Yeah, because he was just imitating. He
Mhm.
wasn't being himself.
Then like how, well, for example, like how Eliza, right? She said, "Oh, like you remind me of Eminem," and I'm like,
How the fuck?
"How the fuck?" You know?
Yeah.
And then that's an honor.
That's cool.
Because that's
Yeah.
cool. But then in my head, and I'm like, well, I guess the next day I thought, I was like, bro, I don't want to be compared to Eminem. I'm me. I'm not Eminem. I'm not trying to be Eminem.
It's a great honor,
It's a great, yeah, I
but you still
appreciate
want to
it.
be yourself.
But I'm me. I don't want to be recognized by, oh,
Yeah.
this guy sounds like, you know how people say,
Right.
what was his name? Like not MGK, bro. It's like guys that, fuck.
Beastie Boys.
No, man, bro. We talked about it. Jax. You know what I'm talking about?
Dax.
Dax.
Ugh.
You see how you put Dax on the Hobson? He sounds like Hobson.
Yeah.
Or then he sounds like Logic.
Yeah.
And then when I told Gabriel, for example, about Hobson, he sounds like Eminem. And they already put you under that label. And it's like, nah, man, he doesn't sound like Eminem. It's Hobson. But then when you stick around with that sound too much, you putting yourself on the spot for that label, for that bubble.
Because you're putting yourself in that box. Yes. Okay. Yeah.
You see how, like...
It's crazy.
It is crazy.
But, I mean, but also at the same time, like, some people may have the same exact idea as you. They just executed it differently. So that's why people will be like, oh, but I've heard this before. You know?
Yeah.
So it'll be weird. Like, it'll be like,
Like, right now, I'm making a song, you heard Sticks and Stones from Might Delete Later?
Yeah.
So you know how he's rapping like, fuck, I forgot. It's like, bitch, I'm one of the ones that ain't here no more. He's rapping like that. So I made a beat, and I'm like, damn, I like his flow. I want to do that. And then I made a beat, and I named it funny. I named it Stones and Sticks. So I was like, I'm using that same pattern that I go like, I feel weak. So many highs and lows. I've been through Mystique. Give me. I'm like, so, like using that.
But that's also
recreating also in the same way too. And then you can put somebody's gonna go and be like, oh damn, you sounding like J. Cole. He sound like this. He stole the flow. It's not like I didn't steal the flow. I like the flow. I'm not trying to be like J. Cole. I'm actually trying to get a fucking feature from J. Cole.
Right.
You know. It's
so my question now is, do you consider like stealing flows or like paying homage to lyrics, you know how some rappers do? Do you think that's like cheating in a way? Or
some people do consider it cheating. A lot, I think. A lot of people consider it.
Because there's like, I don't know, because the whole sampling laws and all that shit is so freaking confusing, bro. Cause
it is.
Because then you have like Dua Lipa, that she straight up took a bunch of freaking songs from the
Old
70s.
Songs. Yeah, and then made it herself.
Remade it and made it her own. Was that considered like stealing? Like I don't understand how that shit works.
I think that you can consider stealing.
I think that's straight up like.
And you should come up and recognize that it's stealing.
Right.
I think at that exact point, because if I go ahead and then, I don't know, because like, we're talking about the topic right now about the song that I'm making that sounds like Sticks and Stones. I know that the chorus is, they don't want no small game, I'm one of the ones. I'm not gonna make a chorus like that,
right? Because
I know that it's gonna be complete plagiarism. Like I want to make a different, like maybe some singing, some humming that he didn't have. You know what I mean? Like I want to put on my own from it, and then I don't know. I guess that maybe you consider, but even then people still consider that. Yeah, you stole the flow.
Right. Yeah, I don't know, man.
Like Jay sent me a track from Big Sean. I forgot the name of it. He sounded like Drake. And I'm like, shit, oh, he sounds like Drake. And then Jay hits me up with that. It's funny that you're saying that he sounds like Drake because this came before Drake.
Oh.
And I'm like, oh, no way. And then he's like, actually, Drake has stolen a lot of flows from Big Sean. And you see where that's from? And it's like, wow. But it's also about marketing too. Who puts it out better? who promotes it the
There's,
most.
there's probably also people that have written for people like Drake, people like Big Sean, and those flows aren't even coming from those artists. They're coming from writers,
From ideas from listening to other
from
rappers.
like references. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know, man. It's very
It's complicated.
It's very complicated.
As long as you're not copying, I think within your and you know within yourself that you're not taking full, because you gotta feel like shit if you do that.
yeah, if
you
you
gotta
straight
know.
up take the song, like it's like all right.
And if it blows up, even more, because you're like,
Yeah, 'cause
damn. You
like
gotta know.
what was it? Hotline Bling was, and then there was that drum song. I forgot the name of the song, but basically it sounded the same. Like
Highlight Bling and what?
It was a drum song. DRAM, drum. I don't know how to say it.
Oh yes, I remember. Yeah, because
Fucking-
that was all over the internet.
It wasn't
people
Broccoli. It was the other song. It was another song.
I remember. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah,
But they
so-
put both like
Both
right
next to
each
it,
other.
yeah, and then it sounded the same. So it's like, but like, who did he steal it, or was it just because it was just coincidence that it sounded the same? You know, there's no way to know
Exactly.
unless you were in the room. You know.
Exactly. But well, I'm gonna ask you another question since you asked two.
Sorry.
Well, that was my first question. So
Okay.
my second one was, have you ever experienced writer's block? 24/7, huh?
Every fucking day, bro. Every
Yeah.
day.
Yeah.
I started writing a song that we were gonna collab on, and I actually have it here
Which one?
for that beat that you had sent me, and then we put it and we were gonna write with Gabriel.
Was here?
Yeah.
Yeah. I started
So
writing.
I started writing, but then I was like, I don't like this first half, so I'm just use this half right here. But then I'm like, the fuck do I say after this?
I feel you.
You know, like, cause like I still want it to sound good, but it's also like I don't want to write bullshit either.
Exactly.
You
You're,
know,
in,
it's
you're in
like-
that because you can write bullshit all day, every day.
Exactly.
You
Yeah.
also want to fucking write something
You
meaningful
wanna-
and shit.
Right, you want to be intentional with this shit. I think getting stuck like that is the worst kind of feeling because you
Yeah.
can write stupid shit.
And
all
but that
day.
I think that separates us from
Yeah,
people that just write bullshit just to write bullshit.
because sometimes if I'm really stuck, bro, I'll just try to freestyle something,
Okay.
and then like whatever flow comes in there, I'll probably
Catch
fill in the words. Yeah, but that's still kind of bullshit because like I'll have to just fill in the syllables.
I think that maybe one thing that you can do is like whenever you think that you're writing bullshit, just keep on writing the bullshit, but then don't use the bullshit. Just use like words and things that you wrote from the bullshit to get ideas connected to emotions. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Because I feel like one thing that I was doing for a minute was that I would be driving and then I put on the keyboard, I put the little mic, and then I'm just talking.
Okay.
Like I say, okay, I'm rapping like Wu-Tang, and then whatever.
Can't
Pan,
you, bro?
you know what I mean? I go, yeah. But I go and I try to rhyme that word as like almost like spoken word, but at the same time I'm trying to rhyme and create a rhyme scheme without performing it. I'm just
Right.
talking to it and
Trying to
letting
get
words and
the-
ideas come out. And then once I come and sit down and I'm listening to the beat, I chop out everything.
Yeah, because that's another thing. I feel like it's hard. Like once I'm in the groove and I'm hearing a bunch of shit in my head, it's hard to write them down while I'm thinking of them.
bro, trust me.
So like, yeah, dictation is a big help, bro. Because
Yeah.
sometimes I'm just like, oh, okay,
Yeah,
let,
all
me,
right,
let me
well,
write the first one. Oh shit,
fuck,
what
what
was the
was it?
second one? Fuck,
Yeah,
shit,
Yeah.
okay, this one. Takes forever.
Yeah.
But that's why people, like I've noticed, like even Liza did that. They'll record like voice memo while they're hearing the beat,
Oh.
so that way what they have the idea, boom, 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 and then they can dictate it. Especially with the new update, you can just put the
Yeah, you were telling me. I didn't know. I
can
mean,
dictate for
something
you.
I did see her doing was, which I guess this could be a question, but I don't know. Like she was looking up words to rhyme with.
Mm.
I didn't know that shit. I
Yeah.
never did that.
Yeah, I've done that. There was this app that I used to have that it was that it would give you a bunch of words that would rhyme on the last bar.
But I've never done that shit all the way until like recently.
Yeah.
Like I was like, I looked it up because obviously you want to rhyme, but then I feel like since you are, like for example, for me, I want to read more books and all that stuff and whatever, so I can get more. I don't want to call it more dialect, but more words.
More words to use.
Right, different ones, right, than the usual one. Because after a while, you see yourself repeating the same words. You may be saying something different, but you always saying the same because of the words that you're saying sounds the same.
Right.
So I was like, fuck it, you know what? I'm gonna look up how to write it or whatever. And something that I was doing was, I'll see that. So I'm checking up the word, and I'm seeing the one that rhymes with chance, right? For example, and then I said, it shows dance. And then I go to my notes, I write dance, and then automatically I get another word in my head. I'm like dance, clans, band, and then I'm like, oh shit, I'm writing words like rhyme myself. Like I just go boom, boom, boom. I just got one, and then from that one I get inspiration. And I'm like, all right, so
how do
dance.
I fill this in? Right. Yeah,
exactly.
I do that too. Yeah, I think that there's no wrong answer. Just don't straight up steal. like just don't go freaking looking it up online. Like because there was one time where I used ChatGPT actually.
For what?
But not to write a verse. It was I was like, can you give me a word that rhymes with this but means this? And it gave me like 12 words.
Fuck?
Yeah. So I was like, damn, that's actually pretty useful. Cause like sometimes I want to say something specifically, but I don't know what rhymes with that. You get me?
Okay.
I forgot what the word was, but
damn, bro.
But yeah, it actually helped me out. I was like, okay, cool.
I'm here fucking frustrated now.
Yeah.
I'm here like breaking words and shit.
Like I want to say painting, but I don't want to say painting. I want to say something. So maybe use like a Picasso or something instead, like to describe it.
Damn.
You get me?
Yeah.
Like,
you try to find different ways to express something without making it sound simple.
Exactly.
Damn.
Yeah. So that was the only time I used it, but I haven't used that since. I still use ChatGPT not to write though. I promise.
All right, next question.
Yeah. Oh, my turn?
I go. Well, I don't know how long we've been in. Can you see the time?
Let me check this one. This shit is not even. I don't think this was recording at all.
No. It locked?
It's locked, yeah. I can't tell.
Wow.
Camera. Yeah, shit was not recording. Oh well.
I mean, we use both angles. These two.
Fuck it, yeah.
I guess we can chop this up again. Hold on.
Is that one still recording?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
But sit on this chair. Let me see.
Your battery is about to die.
It's not even charging?
No, this one.
Oh, yeah, that's fine. I mean, well,
this was good, though?
Yeah, this was good.
All right,
but
yeah.
We'll chop it from here.
We chop it from here. Yeah. All good. We'll chop that side.
All right, well, I guess restart.
Cause tonight will be the night that I will fall for you again.
How much time do we have?
I have no idea. It'll say like 5 hours or some shit like that.
Oh, shit. All right, so let me check this out.
Yeah, check that one.
So we've been on for 45 minutes. So
okay, so let's wrap it up.
Let's ask. I got, yeah, I got one more question, and then we talk about
the shows. Yeah.
Shows.
Okay, so I know you performed recently. Oh, I'm sorry.
So
segment.
Yeah, segment. Boom. Reset. All right. Boom. So you can just chop that up.
All right. Cool. So, you performed recently.
Yes.
What is something that can help any new up and coming artist prepare for such a performance? What was your mindset? Like, what were you going through?
Well, first off, I want to say this proudly as possible. I do not know how the fuck I did that. Let me just say it like that. Let me just say it out loud. Because I can't even look at the performance. I have
it's
not.
Cringe. You cringe to it?
I have not looked at the performance. I can't listen to the performance. Don't ask me how it happened. I don't remember how it happened. All I know is I did it. So might as well. I blacked out, opened up, came in, came out. That's all that happened to me.
Before, what happened before though?
Before,
yeah.
I recorded a video before and after.
Okay.
So that was nice. That was smart of me, like, because I thought I was like, bro, I'm never gonna get to feel like this ever again. Like, I don't know when I'm gonna feel like this again. So I'm like, all right, let me just record on my way over there. Mm-hmm. I was trying on my way over there first off, I was trying not to listen to any rap. I was like, let me not listen to anything. So I remember the last song I was listening to was fuck. Fuck, I just had the name. Careless Whisper.
Okay, nice.
I was listening to that. I was jamming that song because I think I was so nervous. I was like, well, let me just sing my lungs out. Before that, well, we were here before that night. We were practicing.
Yes.
So I think one thing that I could say is just practice, 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 practice. Obviously, I know it sounds cliche. I know it's not what you want to hear, but it's what you get.
So when I performed, like, what, 2018, I think it was when I
2018.
performed. I had looked up a video and they said,
I looked up a video still.
practice doing it in the mirror. Practice pretend like you have a mic. Pretend you're gonna like record right now. Like hold that mic and like perform how you're gonna perform. Like think about how you want to do it.
Right.
You know, but also just don't overthink it.
Yeah,
you know,
just gotta bro go because I feel like that and recording.
It's different.
That and
Very
also
different.
and writing too. I think it's an outer body experience that you do not know how you did it.
Yeah.
Because like for me, I don't know about you, but when I write, I don't know how to write. Like I don't know.
Yeah,
don't ask me.
Yeah, it just comes out.
It just comes out.
Yeah.
You get me? Like obviously, you know, you sat down and you wrote whatever, but it's like I do not know.
In the moment, yeah, you write and then like like the next day you won't even remember how you wrote it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it's like and then
like it just comes out.
Exactly. And then for me, once I record a song, I already have it in my head and I can, you know, fully rehearse it.
Mm-hmm.
After I feel like, 70 takes. After all that shit that took me, I can do it now one time. Like after I did all that shit, it's like almost like you fucking dominated that sword now to the point that, you know, you can just pull it out whenever you want. But then guess what? You got to make another one tomorrow, bitch. You know, it's like, I heard somebody say on a movie, I think with Andrew Garfield, that he's a writer, and then I think he just hit a big time fucking, you know, I guess a script or whatever, and then he was asking, okay, what do I do now? Like to this big movie writer, right? A director or whatever, and then she was like, you do it again, and you do it again, and you do it again,
and you
and
keep
you do it again,
you
until
keep doing
something
it.
sticks. And guess what? You do it again. And you do it again. And you do it again. And it's like, damn. So it's kind of like that. You just gotta do it again. And then Ed Sheeran said too, like, imagine you are a faucet. You know, you're a fucking faucet. And then you just open up the faucet and then dark fucking, you know, water comes out and it's coming out.
Like gunk.
Yeah, gunk. It's just coming out. You haven't opened it. Never in your life you've opened it. It's a brand new house. You just bought it. And the first one you
Brand
open.
new faucet.
Yeah.
Okay.
You open it, there's a bunch of gunk. A bunch of shit coming out. Imagine that as your first songs. And then as you let it flow and all your songs starts to come out clear.
Out. Yeah.
Right? It makes sense.
Okay, yeah.
Because he's like, my songs were horrible at the beginning. He said it. Like, my songs were horrible. But as soon as I let those songs pour out of me, it's like, now, from time to time, you'll find a song, a good song, and you'll see how water changes. It'll come back to gunk, but then you know how to, all right, maybe I got to tune it more to the left,
right,
more to the right. Maybe I got to change this pipe, and you're like, all right, now I know.
Put some cold water, maybe some hot.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So I think that's
another thing. Your favorite artist, like the best artist, sucked at some
fucking point.
They sucked.
Yeah.
They were ass. Not talking shit. But they were ass.
Sucking, yeah, bro.
Look at Kendrick Lamar. I saw a video. He's like, "Oh, you want to hear my first single I ever dropped?" It was
really,
yeah. He was like, so he looked embarrassed. He was like, "Bro, like whatever."
yeah. No, I can only imagine. Bro, well, you saw? Did you hear what I posted from this first song?
Yeah.
Bro, I have.
Qué pena, bro.
I have like 10
Qué
of them.
pena.
And I'm here back then. I'm like, yo, this is fucking hot.
Yeah,
this is like
bro.
the shit.
That's the shit.
And
like now it's like,
bro, that shit sounded
I did that
horrible.
like,
Yeah, it's like, what? How did I think that was fucking great, bro? And then I had this dude, Mazer. He was like, bro, this is great. He was motivating. I'm like, yo, this guy really loves me, bro.
Yeah, right.
You should have told me, yo, close your laptop, go shoot yourself, bro. Like, what the fuck are you doing, bro?
For real, bro.
Yo, that was so embarrassing, bro.
I remember my first song. Be yourself, be yourself. Fine happiness, bro. That shit was
Oh, really?
funny. Yeah, that was my first completed song. 'Cause
Okay.
I never had finished a song. I would just like write verses and shit.
Okay.
But that was my first like song is done.
Well, I first started writing was spoken word. That's what I started writing. So I feel like I didn't know the rhyme scheme, but I used to look up videos of Rakim talking how he would connect words. So he would say he would basically drew it like there's a bunch of dots in one line, and then you see the one in the bottom can't be this long, has to be shorter, and then the one on the other bottom, the third one has to be a little bit longer, and then the one on the bottom needs to be, instead of 4, needs to be 3, and then you connect it.
Okay.
It's like some shit like that he was talking about. I remember. I was like probably like 16.
One
15.
thing, one thing me personally, I don't like is being too structured.
Yeah, me neither.
Because then it just sounds cookie cutter. Like it's just like boom, 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 boom.
Yeah.
It could work. It could work for certain parts of the song, but
you can stretch it. You can make it.
Yeah, if unless you just do a bunch of different structures, then that's
I think
cool
that
too.
works. That works specifically for maybe features. It's just one verse, maybe you're 1 minute.
And you want to follow like kind of like the cadence of what they're trying to do in their song type shit. Yeah. But I like seeing like shit long, shit short, shit.
Yeah.
you know?
You like seeing it like my shit. I know you write different than me.
Yeah, I do a lot of spacing on my shit.
So like I don't. You say like,
yeah, but that's great too, because you kind of like it looks like a drawing.
It looks like right. And then, but I was telling Renee when he came, he saw how I wrote my shit.
But then I like spacing because it's hard for me to like see small text like that. So.
Oh, okay.
That's why I space it.
Well, my spaces mean my breath
like
points.
your breaks. Yeah. So like if I do have something like that, like I'll literally have like an extra
2 spaces.
Right.
I put 2 spaces for like a break. So you know how you have 1, 2, 3, 4.
Or a change of like flow.
Exactly. Yeah. Or like yeah. Or dramatic
That's
fucking
cool.
shit. Yeah.
Yeah, this was one of the sicko beats.
Okay.
And yeah, you can just see how it goes all over the place, like, and like maybe one word in between. Like it's just weird.
Okay. No, but I mean, you have some structure in it. This is, now, my question, which is going to be the last one, have you ever been in a situation, music related, that you felt like you didn't fit? And this is regarding coming from a standpoint of imposter syndrome.
Trying to think of when.
Or maybe the first one, because I know you felt it before.
Yeah. Yes. The first time I performed.
Okay.
I felt completely out of place. Everyone was just in a different vibe than me. Like
right.
everyone
was differently.
Yeah, they were all like kind of like focused, like tunnel vision. And I'm just there like fucking nervous. I'm like, bro,
I don't know what the fuck I'm doing.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck people are gonna think. You know, I'm just looking around, I'm like, fuck, all these people seem like sure of themselves and shit. I'm like like hyperventilating in my head and shit. Fucking SpongeBob. And then it's also like, I guess also imposter syndrome being like deep down, like I know hip hop is predominantly like a black community, you know, but I also know that it's like a lot of Latinos in there too. So I kind of always feel not left out, but like kind of like, bro, like, but we bring shit to the table too, you know. Like I want to be, like I know I'm part of it now, but back then I was just like,
you didn't know.
Am I a part of this?
Yeah, you're like, I don't know.
Am I this? I don't know.
Right, and then also puts you in the position where you start thinking like, am I separated?
Am I being segregated? Am I being like just put in a specific box? Like, right. I don't know. I overthink a lot. I'm pretty sure a lot of artists overthink like shit like this. But it's also like just falling into your tribe, you know, like finding your community. Right. And I feel like when I first came into it, I didn't know how to be in that community. If that makes sense. So, but like now I'm like more like,
Yeah, because you kind of like didn't know how to, didn't know where you were in that space.
It was a foreign environment, right? So I'm like, I don't know what the fuck
that you've
I'm
never
doing.
been. Yeah, exactly.
I was never exposed to it. Now, like, I've been more exposed, and I've been to places, I've been to performances, I've been to, you know,
Ciphers,
all that shit, and it's, bro, it's once you're in there, bro, it's great, and I love seeing people that are like new, like enter it for the first time, and I'm like, bro, let's go. Like,
yeah, you try to like,
you want to bring them together, you know?
You're
like,
not trying to make them feel how you felt at that moment.
Exactly.
Because you remember.
Yeah, there was this girl that she actually was at this cipher that I went to, and she just started rapping.
Oh wow.
Like, she never like done music. She would like freestyle here and there.
Okay.
Bro, she went into that cipher and she was in there and she started freestyling. And I was like, yo, that's fire, bro.
Great, bro. That's fucking amazing.
That's like, I'm glad you did that. Like,
yeah.
keep going. I forgot her name. Emmy, I think her name is. Keep going. Keep going, bro. We got this.
Yeah, for real.
And we'll see you in the studio soon.
You had one more question?
No, that was it. That's all I got.
Well,
are you a bitch?
Well, last time I checked, no. Well, the shows.
Oh, so I'm watching right now. I'm watching 2 shows. I'm watching From. Yeah, so it's like the same people that made Lost.
Okay.
Basically, they it's this like pocket dimension kind of thing where people kind of like get stuck in it, and it's this world where at night these like humanoid monsters come and try to like kill you.
What the fuck?
So you can't leave. It's like this little town that they live in, and you can't leave that town because even if you go back to the road, it'll just be a circle. You're just in a circle of. It'll just warp you back.
Whoa.
Yeah, super cool show. It's really messed up. A lot of messed up shit happens. And it's just a lot of world building. So like, I guess relating it to like to music, I guess it's kind of like a metaphor for like being stuck in your own world and you can't get out of it. You know, I would say that's
okay.
And like the monsters are your demons. You know.
Okay, that's a good fucking
that stop you. Yeah.
Damn.
So check out From. It's really fucking good.
Well, I'm watching right now.
MGM Plus.
What is it?
MGM Plus.
MGM?
Yeah, bro. There's a bunch of streaming services.
I don't even know, bro. I don't even know how to keep fucking track of them. Fuck. MGM.
My friend's mom gives it to me, so
MGM
whatever.
Plus?
Yeah.
All right, I'll figure it out.
Yeah, bro.
The one that I'm watching right now is called, the first one is called Monsters. Which is, I believe, I don't know if you know, but it's like getting a little bit popular. You know, it's from the same people that did Dahmer, the show.
Okay.
So they made this thing about these 2 brothers that they killed their parents.
Damn.
In California.
Fuck.
And they were actually Latinos. They were Puerto Ricans.
Oh shit.
This happened, I think, in 1988, something like that. 2 brothers, mom, dad, right? And they were super rich. Dad came from Cuba with his family, and he met this girl, you know, started doing, like he got into the video production business and all that, made fortune, became, you know, rich and whatever. And the kids were like, you know, spoiled and whatever. But a lot of shit happens, a lot of abuse happened within the family. I'm just speaking from what I've seen in the show. I'm not talking because this happened in real life, and I don't want anybody to say, "Oh, you're taking the sides." I'm not taking anybody's side. Just be advised.
Being objective.
Discretions, yeah. And apparently, from what the show tells, right, there's a lot of abuse and stuff like that coming from the dad specifically. How I didn't know this, but I looked it up. Romans back then, right, Spartans sometimes, you know, how there was a lot of sexual things going on within that time. You know, how like Spartans. Well, I don't want to call it Spartans.
Orgies and shit.
Yeah, okay. But it was also man, women. You know, man. You know, whatever. The dad had the mentality that they would do that to bond with each other.
Okay.
So he kind of apparently did the same with his kids.
Oh.
and then to bond and to build up man, right? So, long story short, they killed their parents because of the abuse, because the mom apparently was aware that that happened. So they one time, and I'm talking like they were 20 years old when they did this. And apparently the brother came to the other brother and told him, like, one brother thought that this just happened when they were kids, and that has stopped. And then one brother comes in and tells the other, like, yo, this is still happening to me, and I'm a grown ass man.
Oh, what the fuck?
And then the other brother got mad and he's like, yo, we gotta fucking do something. And then they did that. And they killed his parents and they staged it as if, like, you know, they got killed by the mob or whatever.
Wait, so the mom...
They killed the mom and the dad.
They killed them both?
Yeah, with shotguns.
Damn.
Shot, like...
Shit.
A lot, like, heavy.
So they made it seem like a...
like somebody, somebody
homicide.
broke in or whatever, yeah. So, a very interesting show, not only because it shows you how people sometimes are fucked up, but also shows you that if that happened, I don't know how, like, I guess you get ideas from it also, and you start seeing shit, and you're like, damn, that's fucking trauma. You know, that's literally trauma. Imagine you being in that position, if that happened to you, or just simply what process do you have to go through to take that action and kill mom and dad? You know what I mean? You probably have to detach yourself and not view them as mom and dad, you know?
Yeah.
So, the other show that I'm watching...
And then it makes you think, like, who are the monsters? Was it...
The mom and the dad are
the
them.
mom and the dad are the monsters.
And they're still in jail right now.
Then would you consider the children to be monsters? But they're created monsters because of the parents.
Right.
So,
because a lot of... there's this show also called Mindhunters that is about how the FBI started with the when they gave the
Mindhunter. Yes.
So they show the whole purpose of that, and what I'm thinking is, like, they show how nobody's born to be a killer. No, like, just like nobody's born to be racist.
Right.
You know, like, you're not born being like, oh, he's black, I'm white type shit. You know, you're not born like that. You're being taught. You're being, and, you know, brought up and curated to believe the beliefs of your family.
Yeah. The kid will probably be like, why does he look different? That's
correct. And then he should be told, like, oh, he's just looks like that. His family is from this and this and whatever. Be like, oh, okay, now I understand. And not told, like, oh, yeah, you're not supposed to hang out with that. You get me? Like, that whole mind fucking washed and shit. Yeah. So it comes from it. Like, imagine if people were brought up in a household, because usually people that, but there's also on the other side of the coin, there's people that brought up in good households and they're fine, and then they just, you know, they're like, but there's something, but there's something going on within the lines that made them feel like that. Also, Mindhunters, they explain also how, like, the killers, the serial killers, what happened to them before was their profile. I mean, let's go back into history and be like, okay, his mom abused him, used to close him down, and this, and then he had
feel like shit. Yeah.
Exactly. So. Damn. Yeah, bro. The other one, well, the last show that I was watching before that one that I'm saying right now is The Penguin.
Bro, I want to watch that, bro.
It's good. That
it's good.
Other episode comes out right now.
Oh, fire. Okay, I'm going to check it out tonight.
It's good. It's good. I liked it because I like the aesthetics of the Batman film. A lot of people, I had somebody at work that told me.
Amazing.
I think it was amazing. Not only because of the acting, because I thought
it was filmed beautifully, bro.
Fucking Pattinson was going to blow that shit, but he fucking nailed it.
Yeah.
But just the aesthetics, the cinema, the whole take, bro.
The way they made the way they made the Gotham.
Yeah,
feel,
bro. Like the saturation, not the saturation,
just the quality of
the color grading
was
everything,
crazy,
bro. Was crazy.
Bro.
Like the orange
dude.
everywhere was just set, and that's why I like it's also Penguin, because they made it the same.
The same way.
They're making it look the same.
Yes, bro.
It's fucking crazy.
Yeah, bro. And that's why I like Joker too. The Joker Part 2 is coming out this month, right?
Yeah, they made it a musical. I'm not that excited, but I want to watch it.
They say musical, but it could be like, you know how like Baby Driver is a musical?
Okay.
It's kind of like that, maybe.
Okay. That could be a thing, yeah.
Because you've seen that movie, right?
Yeah, Baby Driver.
That's with, technically a musical, but...
Kevin Spacey's in it. Baby Driver?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that guy that he wears the glasses, listens to
yes. The music, yeah. That movie's great. Movie's fantastic. Yeah, and it's just a musical because it's based off the timing of the music.
Okay.
Like everything is connected, like with the music.
With the music. Okay. Yeah, that'll watch. That'll pass.
So if it's anything like that, in that, obviously not gonna be the same style, but like if it's anything like that, that's gonna be fucking fire.
That's gonna be good. Well,
the other show I was watching was Agatha, the Marvel show.
yeah, it's good.
It's decent so far. It's pretty good. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't want to say it's great until the show's over, but
Yeah,
because there's been some Marvel shows where it starts really strong and then it just
Marvel, bro. I think Daredevil is gonna come out soon, so that one I'll watch.
Daredevil. I'm excited for it. Yeah. I'm excited. I don't think I'm excited for any movie other than like Fantastic Four, maybe.
Maybe there's
Because I know
Armor Wars. I think it's coming
Armor.
out.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one I could watch. It seems good. It seems
the Captain
exciting.
America with Red Hulk.
Yes.
That one looks cool.
Yes.
I'll probably
There's
watch
also
that.
Thunderbolts coming out.
Thunderbolts.
Too. That one seemed good too.
Yeah, with
They're gonna make Ironheart,
future wife.
which I didn't like.
What's her name? Florence Pugh. Her fine ass. They should in Oppenheimer they showed her naked. I was like,
Yeah, I remember that scene. That's exactly where I went back to. There's a she was in another movie called she was in a horror movie. I can't remember which one it was.
oh, Midsommar.
Yes, no, but she was in another one too.
Oh, she was in another horror movie.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll find it.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, she fine as hell. Anyway, enough of my thirsting.
all right. Well, I guess this is it. We'll be closing it out. Appreciate you guys for watching. Appreciate you for coming. This coming soon. This should be dropped anytime soon. We're in September. We got the bitch.
Go make music, bitch.
Yeah, if you're not making music, you should fucking be making music right now. This is your
Yeah.
fucking sign. I am the sign. All right.